My husband died 4 years ago of liver failure caused by alcohol addiction. A couple of years after he died, I pieced together that alcohol addiction was a disability, and the policy that the doctors used to deny him treatment was an infringement of his rights. And then I was ashamed that I had been ashamed. My husband, Mark, was Toronto's moose maker. He was an amazing guy who would do anything for his wife, his kids, his granddaughter, his family. In 2010, I took Mark to Toronto General Hospital, suffering from liver failure caused by alcohol addiction. The doctor walked in the room and said to us, "The risk of death is very high. How long since you had your last drink?" Mark said, 6 weeks. She said, "They won't even look at you, but I will talk to them." And that was the last time she mentioned the transplant team. 3 days later, I asked the resident what the transplant team had said, and he said they won't even look at him until it's been 6 months. And I said, "Why is that?" And he said, "Because alcoholics will just drink again." So I said, "I'll donate my organ, my part of my liver, because the liver is the one organ that you can do a living donation." And he said they won't even waste the money on the surgery. About a week later, his clinical condition had improved and they were going to send him home. And so I said to the doctor, "Does that mean he's going to be okay?" And he said, "No, we're hoping he makes it to the 6 months, so they'll allow him on the wait list." 3 days later, he developed complications, and 2 days after that, he died. When I started on this journey, I thought I'd be comparing Canada's human rights to the medical evidence and trying to fight that human rights should have more value. But the more research I did, I discovered that in fact there is no medical evidence to support a 6-month wait for transplant. In 2008, the University of Pittsburgh, which is where the doctor who invented liver transplant surgery still works, released a metadata analysis they had done. So they took all the studies that had been done over almost 30 years that systematically and scientifically followed alcoholics after liver transplant surgery. And their results showed that, in fact, 2.5% of those types of patients drink in any given year. So if you push that out to a 10-year period, it means 75% of alcoholics have stopped drinking after liver transplant surgery. That's a pretty high success rate. If you compare that to hepatitis C, in fact, almost 100% of hepatitis C patients are reinfected within 2 years of a liver transplant surgery.